Alright, so I already... on that day with Rush. You want to even call those dates? I just keep getting C's with that. I'm like, is there any way that you could have just had him be like, I want to, like, I don't want to fuck you. You know, like, those kind of moments? Like, I don't know. But let's go to somebody that truly cares about me. Hi, Brian. Let's go on that fishing trip I believe we were supposed to do. I'm really liking Brian. I really do. The big man is always the best. Oh, I have a message from Brian. I'm saying, like, that. It doesn't matter if you're big, skinny, tall, short. It doesn't matter about your physical appearance, because physical appearances can change just like that. It doesn't matter. It's what counts on the inside. And everything that Brian is on the inside, he's awesome. I fucking love him. And plus, bonus, he has a beard, and I love beards. I know I just said about physical appearances, but beards, that is my shit. That is my shit. Viking. That is my shit. Anyway, hey, Daisy and I are going fishing tomorrow. Are you in or out? Oh no, I've been dreading this day. I haven't. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a fisherman to Brian. Now he's challenging me to another dad-off. I've been doing my fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still, though, I have to accept. I take back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all of those fish. Make sure your mower is in good working order, because you're gonna be all over my lawn this weekend. That'll show him. Nice. Brian responds back, letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick us up an hour I had previously forgotten existed. Man, that's gonna be a rough start. Amanda comes into the room from the kitchen, eating a cheese stick by biting it off piece by piece like some kind of monster. Sometimes I do that. I just want it in my belly. I didn't raise you like that. What? I do that thing where, like, I bite the string cheese and then I pull it with my teeth instead of just picking at it with my fingers. It's called string cheese and not chompy cheese for a reason, Amanda. Aww. Did you just call me in here to criticize my controversial string cheese eating technique, or what? No? Amanda, we have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. I'll become a master of fishing overnight. You went fishing in the Girl Scouts, didn't you? Nope. My stint in the Scouts was brief and purely transactional. Though, I could get free cookies, but I didn't know that I had to, like, be outside and tie knots and stuff. But I had to be Brian. Dad, let me tell you a story. Do you remember last summer how I applied for a job at that coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher. During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine, and I really wanted the job, so I lied and said yes. On that first morning, there was a line out the door, and within half an hour, I severely burned my hand, and they told me to go home and never come back. I still have a scar from that. Of course I remember. What does that have to do with fishing? The burn is a metaphor, Dad. I don't get it. You can lead a horse to water. What do horses have to do with fish and birds? Oh my god. Dad, please. I don't get your obsession with competing against Brian. You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing. Please try explaining it to me. Okay. He just thinks that he's so much better than me, and he purposefully reminds me of that whenever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him at his own game. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay. I know that's what's happening. Alright, Pops, we should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning, but it's bright out. Night, Amanda. I brush my teeth and throw on some pajamas. I climb into bed, set my alarm, and close my eyes. Okay, sleep. I am wide awake. Yeah, that's me every night. Maybe that coffee mug on my nightstand will help. I can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something I can glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on. But before I knew it, we were both alone on a freezing cold lake. I had to sit there for hours while it got hot and muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked at mosquito bites while my dad sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand, beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. That's kind of why I wouldn't do it anyway. Hot and muggy. Ugh. Give me fall and winter, baby. It's almost here. It's almost here. On the long drive home, my father Bought me a pack of cigarettes and didn't say a thing. What? That didn't help, and I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. Oh, is this gonna, like, play into the main story somehow? I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of a body of water. I can't see any land, but I know it's a lake. The water is placid and still. I'm holding a fishing pole. Is it Lake Placid? Is there a giant alligator coming to get me? By the way, this looks beautiful. I love the little stars. Oh, they're so cute. This is so pretty. I love this. I don't understand why, but it feels like my life depends on catching fish right now. I cast my lure into the water and wait. And wait. And wait. My whole being is filled with hopelessness as I watch the line disappear into the depths below. You used the wrong lure. I look up and see my father, just as he looked that one cold morning, disapproving. I'm panicking now. I pull the lure up and try to grab a different one, but all the lures in my tackle box are the exact same. I look up to my father for guidance, but he's gone. I try casting it again, but I can't hold my footing. My boat tips over and I fall into the water, sinking further and further. I see the multitudes of fish that have been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me as if to taunt me. Oh, this is my dream. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes. You gotta use a neutral buoyancy lure if you're trying to catch trout, buddy. I jolt awake to the sound of my alarm. Wow, that was a quick flash. It's fishing day. That would explain the weird dream. I groggily slip on clothes and get ready. I just like that it was Brian. I spot Amanda's door half open and see her still curled up in a mountain of blankets. Walking over to her bed, I give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? No. Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. Never. No, I don't do that. I don't sleep in anything. Amanda pulls her cover over her head. Never. Amanda. I'll get up. In a minute. Alright, Brian should be here in 20, so you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket to wave me away. I leave her room and make myself some coffee in another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda whenever she gets up. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do word jumbles. I hear the doorbell ring. That must be Brian. Still rubbing our eyes, we walk outside to see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear. Is that fishing gear? Daisy's falling asleep next to him. Early bird gets the worm, buddy. You ready to fish? I was born ready. My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. Hop on in, guys. Let's get this fishing party started. Am I taking over? I walk over to the driver's side door and open it. Woof, woof. Oh, woof, woof, woof. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. Brian's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat, wagging his tail furiously. Can I see your license, sir? Maxwell, let Sideshow sit. Maxwell obediently hops into the back to cuddle with Daisy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell and Daisy and immediately falls asleep. You ready for an adventure? I'll go on an adventure! I'm ready for glory. Alright. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch trees pass by. I'm playing country music? I'm gonna pretend that my best friend Amy's in the car because she plays country music. So where exactly are we headed? It's about an hour north of here. We're going north of the wall? Are we going north of the wall? So funny I say that. He kind of looks like that wildling. What the hell is his name? The one that gave Brienne, like, the best, like, the best, like, I'm hitting on you face ever. What the hell is his name? I always forget it, but that was, like, the best face ever. Little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I brought everything we need so that we can catch some trout. Have a nice little fire and enjoy the nature. My fishing pole's in the shop. Getting it tuned up. Do you maybe have an extra I could borrow? But of course, it's probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though. Right. I'm digging a hole here. I stare out of the forest lining of the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusky pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spotted deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the brush. We haven't even left town yet in this picture. After a nice quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto a dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake. Well, here we are. Oh, I get to see it. Pretty. I step out of the car and help Brian unload our gear as Maxwell runs around us, barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore, where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and cooler down to the edge of the lake, where he has a canoe waiting. Ah, great, Bobby! It's still in one piece. Hold on. Help me out with Maxwell. I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest onto Maxwell. Aww. Alright, your turn. Brian hands me a lime green life vest. Nice. Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me? I can swim. Do it. If I fall in, I'm counting you to rescue me. Ha ha! Suit yourself. Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks. You kids want to fish? Ugh. No doubt I actually would have said that line to him. I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that, water. Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them. Is that what we're doing? Daisy, don't you want to fish? I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. We're gonna go exploring in the woods and look at bugs and stuff. Alright, be safe. Don't go too far. Brian puts the life vest around himself, and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place looking out over the front of the boat. I get into the canoe as Brian shoves off. We paddle together to get ourselves in the middle of the lake. I love that the dog's in the middle. Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early. You're just like one bite by the oar. Oh, they're so cute. Yeah, I know. That's pretty common fisherman knowledge, after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about. Actually, that's something you should just know. I'm not even a fisherman, and I know to get up at dawn, because it's calmer. Still a gambling man? You know it. Let's see who can catch more fish. You can catch more than one? Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm gonna catch, obviously. I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn. Custody of our children? More than that. Let's say, if I win, I get your weed whacker. The Whackmaster 2000? Oh my god, I love that name. That's a limited edition! But if you win, you get my pole saw. The Reach and Cut 3000. The pole saw. The cordless version? That's the one. Shit, the Reach and Cut 3000 is state of the art. My weed whacker is a prized possession, but there are those hard-to-reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for a pruning. You're on. We shake on it. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish fatherly pride will one day be my undoing. I watch as Brian ties a lure and does some stuff I can't quite follow with his fishing pole. He casts into the lake. Oh boy, now I have to do that. I stare down at the tackle box and at the pole in my hand. Stretch before physical activity. Put some meat on though again. We are great together. Why do I feel like this is like the canon relationship? Because I don't know. I feel like I'm not doing that much. I feel a worm from the styrofoam container Brian brought. It's slippery, but I think I can get it onto the hook if I just focus. Oh god, I'm bleeding. Oh god, the blood's everywhere. Oh my god, the worm is not on the hook. Oh, need some help? No, I meant to do that. The blood attracts the fish. Oh, they can smell it up to a mile away, you know.
I don't know.
I think that's sharks. No, it's definitely fish. Now what? Perform fish mating call? Tie a knot or something. Meditate. I kind of know how to fish, I just never fish, okay? Just so people know. I take my pole and try to tie an elaborate looking knot to impress Brian. That's how you put the friggin' knot. The classic hunter's bend. I learned that one in my youth. Yep. This one isn't coming apart anytime soon. With this knot, I will cast my heavenly line upon the unsuspecting water and deliver unto us a bountiful harvest. I look over to Brian. He doesn't seem to be paying attention. Let's cast this sucker. I pull my rod back. I pull my rod back and launch the lure as hard as I can.
Whoa!
And the lure flies off the line and sails far, far away, landing in the lake with a loud sploosh. Sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. This cold air drives the pressure down. Go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard to switch into a new pole you're not used to. I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me his pole with a smile, and I just sit there, feeling like an idiot. Oh my god! Fishing around here is easy. They group up. All you gotta do is line up the 3 in the same species and reel them in. Oh god, please let this be like Bejeweled. I need to match 3 of the same species? I can't tell them apart.
Match that fish.
Oh god. No, that's the bullhead catfish. They're a bottom-dwelling invasive species. No, now found worldwide. They taste great fried. Fuck. 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 Frick. I don't know.
Nice catch.
Yeah, okay.
Now you're fishing.
Some of these are like blending together, so it's like
Catch of the day.
hard.
Now you're fishing.
Okay. Frick. No.
Nice catch.
Okay.
Nice catch. Match of the day.
Woo!
Match
Woo!
of the day.
Nice.
Nice match.
Okay.
Nice catch.
Good. Okay. Frickin', oh my god, my eyes, just like the colors of 2 of the fish are like killing me.
Nice match. Now you're fishing.
I wanna go I don't.
Now you're fishing.
Okay.
Now you're fishing. Match of the
Woo!
day. Match of the day. Catch of the day.
Okay,
Match of the day. Nice
Woo!
match.
okay, don't know. Good work. Catch of the day, 910 or 2000, holy crap. There was no way I was gonna 2000. Wow, this is way tougher than I thought. I look over to Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out here on the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly, the fishing pole jumps in my hand. I reflexively tug upwards. I think I got something big. The tip of the pole dips down repeatedly, and the line starts to run. Reel it in! I finally get the fish right up next to the boat. It's a long, beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me a net. It's all yours. I lean down and notice that my hands are shaking with excitement. This fish is bigger than all the ones Brian's caught. That pole saw is mine. The entire canoe tips over with me. I find myself sinking into the lake. Oh, my dream. The prophecy was nigh. I should have taken the life vest. All of a sudden, I'm embraced under the water and pulled into Brian's arms. I'm finally dragged upwards, sputtering water. I thought I did have a life vest on. All of our gear floats under the surface. Maxwell doggy paddles around us in circles, having a great time.
I don't know.
You alright? Does that count as one? Well, seeing as all our fish are now swimming safely back in the lake, I guess so. Brian laughs. Let's get you to shore. Brian and I flip the canoe back over and fill it with our now soaking wet gear. We row back to shore with Maxwell in tow. Woo! Hello! Once we get to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Brian takes off his shirt. Dots of lake water glisten in the sun across his strong back. Man, all that general contracting must have built that guy like an ox. I got goosebumps. Oh my god. Dog's just like, burp. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Oh, he can notice me staring. I don't care. I'm gonna get a fire going so we can dry off. Wanna hand me yours? Yes, okay. I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. I suddenly wish I had done more sit-ups in my life, or any sit-ups at all, really. Another thing you bested me in, stupid sexy Brian. I gave myself some pecs, okay? Like, if I got a paunch, who the fuck cares? Paunch is sexy, come on. Abs are sexy, paunches are sexy, bellies like that are sexy. You might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like it's the only lunch we'll have. The day's young, we can fish from the shore. That's true, yeah. Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple lures out by the water's edge. We're probably gonna have to put the kibosh on the competition for now. Until another day. My stomach growls. You hungry? Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars. I have a small child. I'm flush with snacks. Brian joins me by the fire and accepts the cargo short granola. And now, we're back to waiting. Where did the girls get off to? Should they be back by now? I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They probably established a small rural government by this time and installed themselves as leaders. I take a look around at the sun cresting the tree line, casting the entire lake in a warm golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow, nature is beautiful. It truly is. A mosquito bites me. I slap my neck and curse. Nature sucks. Here you go, bud. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. Ugh, I've always hated how this stuff smells. Really? I've always kind of liked it. It reminds me of being outside. Maybe you and I have different sentiments on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me, a huge stick in his mouth. He drops it at my feet and looks at me expectantly. Throw the stick towards the woods. Fake out throw. Break the stick in half to start, fake out throw. I wind up and pretend to throw the stick. Maxwell runs away for a second and then looks around confused. I do that with Mandy's dog too. I do that with Micah. Brian and I laugh. I toss the stick to Maxwell for real and he jumps up to catch it in his mouth. Is it a little messed up that we're taking advantage of a dog's inherent trust in humans for our own amusement? Maxwell, get over here. I gotta make it up to you. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? Butt pats never fail. Scratch behind his ear. Rub that belly. Butt pat. Yes! Always go with a butt pat. I give Maxwell a few good butt pats on his backside. Never fails with the back pat. Butt pat. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's lines. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on them and frying them up in a cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. Amanda and Daisy emerge from the woods looking totally unscathed. Whoa, Dad Bod Patrol. I'm gonna have to issue you both a citation and demand you both put your shirts on. There are children present. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt. I pull it over my head, thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. There weren't pecs, but it was still a nice body. Where have you guys been? Studying entomology. What? We were playing with bugs. I expected you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended. What do you take me for, a child? Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder. Ugh. Right. We take a seat around the fire, and Brian serves us all generous piles of fish on paper plates. It's absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be good at everything? Fish taste okay? Daisy and Amanda both nod furiously, mouths full of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Yeah, it's great. Old Harding family recipe. Huh? Why are your pants wet? Well, Amanda, we were out there on the lake, and then I accidentally tipped over the boat. Don't worry, all of the gear floated onto the surface, so we didn't lose anything. Right, Sideshow? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I can't believe he just covered for me. Gosh, he even out-humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. We finish our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a little while before we decided to head out. After cleaning up the camp, we pack up the station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. Poor pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day. Been in ordeal today, bud. Let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad on the block, but yeah, I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind us and smile. I rest my head against the window and the low rumble of the dirt road beneath us lulls me into a peaceful sleep. Hey, sleepyhead. I opened my eyes and realized that I had dozed off in the car. I self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin. Hey, that's me! Oh, hey, I was resting my eyes. Just in case we suddenly have to jump into any sort of conflict. So I'm super awake for it. And ready to fight. With my strong arms. It's all good. You earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually. Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah? You too. Take it the easiest. Brian chuckles to himself as he unloads the car. Amanda and I get inside and immediately collapse onto the couch. Long day. Yep. I was so close to that pole saw. Huh? Pole saw? Yeah, Brian and I... That could be an innuendo. I was so close to that pole saw. Yeah, Brian and I were competing to see who could catch the most fish, and... Ugh! Stop! Why do you care so much? Amanda Panda, just look at the guy. He's so obviously got my number, and he's rubbing my face in it. Dad, I love you. But you're kind of dumb sometimes. Dumb? Or clearly the superior, Dad? You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night. Amanda slides off the couch and face down onto the floor. I am a tired slut. Amanda, that floor is disgusting. I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, Pops. What did I get? What did I get? Hawaiian shirt. That's at a ranking. Oh my god, what did I get?
What an amazing date!
And I like hearing Barry say that. Oh my god! I swear, this has got to be like the canon date. Like this is the regular like connection you would get, and it's just a challenge to get all the other ones. Would I be right? Because this is too good to be true. This is too perfect. This is just too perfect for me. Oh my god. Okay. Soft boy. Oh, I love that. Oh. It's a beautiful night and the air smells so fresh, so I decided to take the long way home. I casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking in the sights and sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and wide walkable sidewalks at night. As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. My Eagles playing again? A drop of water hits my head, and now it's lots of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this out inside. I order a beer from the bar and settle in. It turns out that my team isn't playing tonight, but I can certainly enjoy the game regardless. The bar is unusually crowded, and the feeling of camaraderie over a shared love for the game makes me smile. Sports are nice. I look over and oh god. Look over the corner, spot none other than Mary, sitting alone in the corner, nursing a cocktail. Something about her seems different this time. Now that she's by herself and not hanging off some younger guy, she looks so... sad. She looks up and half-heartedly raises her glass to me before staring off into middle distance. Well, if she looks kind of sad, I don't know. Maybe something happened. Let's just say, I'll be nice. Yeah. I decide to go say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. Seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyways, and she finally notices me. Hey, cowboy. I'm gonna make her lose her British accent, and she just goes straight, like, trashed American, you know? Sloshed American, I should say. You alright? Never better. She hiccups. Yep, guess she's a little far gone. Tears start welling up in her eyes. Oh. Will you walk a gal home? I don't know if I should walk her home because she might try something with me and then Joseph will find out, but maybe if I walk her home and I catch her trying to do that and then I don't, Joseph will still appreciate that I walked her home. I walk her home. I slide out of the booth. Seems like Mary's having some trouble getting up. I reach out a hand to help her, but she waves me away. Got it, I got it. She clearly does not got it. You know what? Hang out here for a second. I walk over to the bartender and pay Mary's tab. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I live in Mary's cul-de-sac, and I'm just making sure she gets home safe tonight. I know you. Yes, I forgot I'm Neil from The Young Ones. Yeah, it's nothing weird, just... She usually has one of the boss staff walk her home, but I'll trust you. She doesn't, like, go home with... I don't really want to say it. Yeah, one of the guys she meets. Nah. Huh? Ain't her thing. Huh. I head back to the booth. Mary stumbles out of the seat and directly into my arms. It's still raining a little bit. I take off my coat and hold it over Mary's head. I forgot I was wearing a coat. Such a gentleman. Let's get you home. Mary and I walk in silence up the street towards the cul-de-sac. I have no idea what to say to her for fear that she might hit on me. Or not. What the bartender mean by ain't her thing? Sorry you had to see me like this. I'm usually not... I know Joseph doesn't like it when I... Just... Sorry. It's alright.
Hey.
I'm sorry if I'm ever mean to you. It's alright. No, it's not. I know it's not. I'm having a really... Forget it. As we get to the cul-de-sac, I can feel Mary starting to slow down. By the time we arrive at the doorstep, she pulls away from me. Wait, can we just... Hold on. What's wrong? How about another drink? Old time's sake. Come on, Mary, it's bedtime. Mary looks me up and down, giving me a half smile. You're right. She pulls me in close for a hug, holding on to me for a little longer than feels appropriate. She mumbles into my chest. You're a good kid. Thanks for the company. Mary gives me a pat on the back, straightens out her sweater, and walks the rest of the way to the front door herself. Huh. Wait, would he have been looking through the window or something?
Welcome. You got dads.
Fuck. Grab. Oh, I hope not. Oh, shit. Should I just confront Joseph now and see what happens? I don't know.